声音没有问题吧？应该能听到我的声音啊。
嗯，可以，很清晰。
啊，那就好。
嗯，对了，白雪老师，您
哎，
共享屏幕的时候，左下角有一个共享声音，您记得点开。
哦，好的好的，
对，
看一下左下角指是，
就是点那个共享屏幕，它不是会弹出一个白色的那个小窗口嘛？
嗯嗯，
啊，对，然后那个窗口的左下角有一个小小的，
哦，看到了看到了，
隐藏的很深，我觉得。
对，那我就先点了哈，
嗯。
共享你点了以后，待会儿免得忘。
白雪老师，当时我们做宣传的时候的那个标题跟您写的有点不一样，您介不介意改成当时我们宣传的那个标题啊？
哎，那个标题当时不就是“走进广西，走进山水”吗？你是说英
是，
文还是
对，它
说？
英文不一样，然后因为我们学生都是外方学生嘛，所以他
哦，
看的是英文标题。
好的，好的，好的。可能那个标题当时不是我写的，因为就是在原来的那个去年的一个基础上改的，我都不记得，我找一下，它改成什么了来着？那或者您说一下，我听听看。
没有，我们好的，我们
它
写的是
好像是
welcome。
好像是 into 广西 into the landscape，对吧？
哦不是，我们宣传写的是 welcome to 广西，
哦，这
and
样。
our beautiful scenery。
哦，好的，好的。
嗯，谢谢哦。
没有没有。
我怕有的学生怕来错场。
哦，也是。
我先共享我的屏幕吧。
好的。
嗯
那我需要做什么吗？就还是你直接共
嗯，
享就可以了？
我
我
需要一个
要停止。
权限，等一会儿。
那我就我点停止共享是吧？
我好像共享不了，因为我把主持人给到我同事了。稍等一下。
啊，好的。那我
露娜，
要停止。
露娜，露娜，你在吗？稍等一下啊。
嗯嗯。
可以了，你现在可以共享了。
嗯，好的。 So dear all participants, and our lecture will be start in 3 minutes. Thank you for your waiting. Okay, so dear all participants, welcome to today's Health and Wellness Tourism Talent Training Program 2022 Chinese Tourism and Food Serial Lectures. And today's topic is Welcome to Guangxi and Our Beautiful Scenery, delivered by Ms. Bai Xue. And the organizer is Guilin Tourism University. And Ms. Bai Xue is Lecturer of Culture and Communication School from Guilin Tourism University, and she was visiting scholar at the University of British Columbia. So mainly research on Asian Chinese philology, Chinese and Chinese culture. And now welcome Ms. Bai Xue to give us the lecture. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, guys. Well, maybe now I need to share my screen first.
OK， 白雪老师，我再加一句。
好。
OK， so please kindly check the chat box, and you can see after the lecture, you can through filling the attendance form, you can have the certificate. So feel free to share our Zoom to your friends who are interested in today's lecture. Yeah. And okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So very nice to meet you, to see you again. And this is Bai Laoshi. So today I'll invite you into the landscape of Guangxi and to get familiar with this picturesque southern Chinese province. And to start with, I like to equip you with some of the basic information about China. And so this is the location of China in the world as the world's third or fourth largest country covering an area of approximately 9.6 million square kilometers. So China is a country with great diversity and physical features. From the massive Gobi Desert in the north or in the northwest, and to the southwestern Himalayan mountains, from the grassland in the northeastern plain in the tropic, to the tropical Hainan Island to the far south. And we also have a very special, unique type of petrographic geomorphy called Danxia, or red cloud landform. So the colorful mountain ranges are just like an overturned palette from heaven. And so to govern a huge country like China is very complicated as a kind of art. And currently there are 5 practical levels of local government. So let's have a look of the administrative divisions. So we have the capital, Beijing, and then we have, in practical, we have 5 levels of, they are the provincial level, prefectural level, county level, township level, and village level. And actually, de jure, or according to our law, there are only 3 levels, administration divisions. But actually, in practice, there are 5. And so let's take a closer look at the province level divisions. So most of the country is broken up into provinces, which tend to have their own cultural identities. For instance, my hometown is in Sichuan province, which is known for its strong flavored cuisine. There's a chili pepper madness. So we Sichuanese think that a meal without chili pepper for us is just like a meal without salt for people elsewhere. So, but there are several other geographic units of the same hierarchical rank as provinces. So because besides the majority Han Chinese, there are 55 official claimed ethnic minorities in China. Various ethnic groups have autonomous regions. For the traveler, these can generally be thought of as provinces for convenience sake. So accordingly, there are other autonomous units like autonomous prefectures, autonomous counties in most of the provinces, and autonomous banners exclusively in Inner Mongolia. Then we have 4 municipalities which are not part of a province, but independent entities whose leaders report directly to Beijing. And Hong Kong and Macau are special administrative regions. So in total, there are 34 official province level divisions. And today I've only got time to introduce one of them to you, and that is Guangxi. So Guangxi is an autonomous region. And as the name suggests, Zhuang is the largest ethnic minority group here. So the full name is Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region. And first, for the sake of convenience, I refer to it as a province in the lecture. The rest of my lecture. And just for your information, the prefectural level, there are other names as well, like prefectures, autonomous prefectures, leagues. This is also in Inner Mongolia. And for county levels, we have counties, autonomous counties, and county level cities. This is really confusing because these cities will be larger than a township, but are not major enough to anchor the entire region. That is why it is called a county level city. It's not a city, it's just like a county, but it's larger than township. So it's very complicated. And for about this level, we have like Sumu and ethnic Sumu in the Mongolia as well. And then finally, it's a village level. So for example, according to the Chinese tradition, like our school, our university is located in Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region, and in Guilin City, and in Yanshan District, and then Liangfeng, like Liangfeng Street. Yeah, that's just very basic an example. And we also have this very special name for village level. Well, okay, so much about this. So let's have a review. there are about the provincial level, we have 23 provinces, 5 autonomous regions, and 4 direct controlled municipalities. They are Beijing, Tianjin, Shanghai, and the largest, Chongqing. And 2 special administrative regions that they are Macau and Hong Kong. And so just now I said autonomous region is created mainly because of the ethnic minority groups there. And so each region has a designated or the most populous ethnic minority group there. For example, Inner Mongolia, we have the Mongols. Xinjiang, we have the largest ethnic minority group is the Uyghur. And Ningxia, we have the Hui ethnic minority. And Guangxi, of course, it is a Zhuang ethnic minority group. So we have the 5 autonomous regions. And so there are also, as a review, there are 56 ethnic groups in China, and the Han as the majority. There are more than 91% of Han Chinese, and the rest of them are 55 minority groups. And today, we're talking about this autonomous region, that is Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region. And so here's a map of its location. As you can see, it is in South China and borders Vietnam and the Gulf of the Beibu Gulf or the Gulf of Tonkin. I think that is how the Vietnamese see it. And having a subtropical climate, and Guangxi has a very rugged topography that is dominated by several different mountain ranges and large rivers. And you can see this is a capital city, that is Nanning, and this is where I am in Guilin. And Yangshuo is a very famous town belonging to Guilin, not a town, it's a county. And so this is the topography. It's a mountainous terrain, many rivers called valleys through the mountains. So as a province, there are 14 prefecture level cities, which are in turn subdivided into 111 county level divisions, including 41 districts, 10 county level cities, 48 counties, and 12 autonomous counties. To make it simple, I'd like to divide it into 6 parts. As the star attraction, Guilin deserves a single seat. Then there are the southeastern Guangxi, which are more influenced by the Han culture as it borders economically far more advanced Guangdong province. And there are western Guangxi plus Liuzhou and Laibing in the middle, where there are more ethnic minority groups there. And they tend to take on a different look. Nanning is the capital, and Chongzuo borders Vietnam, as Guangxi has access to the sea. So there are 3 coastal cities bordering the Gulf of Tonkin or Beibu Gulf, with Beihai be the most popular one. So next I will introduce Guangxi to you from 3 perspectives. They are the natural beauty, its historical background, and diverse ethnic cultures. So speaking of its geographic features, one cannot evade from the term karst. So what is karst? I guess most of you must have learned it in middle school, probably from your geology class. So why don't we have a review? So the name itself is a bit tricky. So originally known as klas. So the term was first applied to an area abundant in limestone in Slovenia. So the term karst was adopted by all the regions in the world now that share the same topographical features, derived from the pre-Indo-European word for stone. Maybe that is kara. And karst mountains are made of limestone, dolomite, and gypsum. What they have in common is that they are all soluble rocks. So this means they can be easily broken down by certain acids, including the acids sometimes found in rainfall or in the surface water or rivers or lakes. So over time, acid breaks down the limestone and creates like these holes, these sinkholes or caverns like this. And subterranean drainage systems where water will flow and collect under the ground. The most grandiose karst topographical features are fashioned by nature in the presence of dense limestone, abundant rainfall. Oh, Guilin, by the way, has been raining for like months, 2 months maybe, and a moderate underground water system. So a karst landscape is carved by water both above and below ground, mostly in carbonate bedrock. And there are some terms like fengling and fengcong. They are the Chinese terms. Fengcong consist of clustered conical hills with large caves draining beneath them, and they are intervening dolinas. That means sinkholes or like depression or basin, etc. And then another term is fengling. It is a dramatic landscape of isolated steep-sided towers rising from a flat plain that is covered by alluvium and rice paddies. So fengcong is like corn karst, and fengling is tower karst, that is a single peak. Yeah. So we also have stone forests and caves for the typical karst features. Let's look at some. Oh, and this is the. And you can see the underground system. So the limestone bedrock and caves, debris and sinkholes or dolinas, and stream appears from underground, and there are lots of caves. And so this kind of typical karst landform is very often widely seen in Guilin. That's where I am. And let's see some pictures. So you can see lots of hills and tower karst and cone karst and paddy fields. And this is a very splendid tall tower with nearly vertical sides rises above the river. A very bucolic scene. Yeah, the sunset. And when at night. And this is, there are 2 photos taken by my students from their balcony, very beautiful. Yeah, also the sunset. And next I will just show you some examples of the karst, of the typical karst. The first is the Detian Fall. Although it may not be Niagara Falls, Detian Waterfall is the Asia's largest and the world's 2nd largest transnational waterfall. It is absolutely sublime. Then there are the surrounding karst peaks and added buzz of being on the Vietnamese border. It's splendid. Second is the Solution Caves. These caves are formed by the dissolving rock along the adjacent joints, fault layers in the rock. The processes involved are both chemical corrosion and physical erosion. The solution caves are most often found in rock types such as limestone, marble, dolomite, gypsum, and halite, and are associated with karst landscapes. And this is a must-see geological wonder. And you can see there are stalactites and columns and stalagmites, all formed by limestone.